Welcome back. We are just a few minutes away from the closing bell on Wall Street. Let's take a look at what's happening in the majors. As you can see, a lot of green there, but not a whole lot in terms of each one. Dow's up 20 basis points, S&P 500 up 1/4 point, NASDAQ up about 2/3%, Russell 2000 somewhere in the middle there, up about 39 basis points. Here is the sector action. Consumer discretionary, XLY, that is the only sector of the S&P 500 ones, and there are 11. That is over 1% right now. That is followed by industrials, tech, and materials. All of those outperforming the S&P 500. To the downside, we have utilities, healthcare, and staples. All of those defensive sectors, those are in the red. So a little bit of a bullish scenario unfolding here to begin the week. Taking a look at some of our leaders and sentiment indicators. Solar energy, that's TAN, that's in the upper left, that's up more than 2%. So is our gambling ETF, that's BETS. Meme on its heels, KWEB, that's a Chinese internet ETF, that's up more than 1.5%. And the transports right there following along with them. Let's take a look at some of the meme stocks. We saw some action a couple weeks ago, then we saw a lot of that fade off and roll off. A lot of the fringier parts of the market were selling off hard last week. And now a little bit of money moving back in today. AMC, that is up about 22%. Carvana up 12%, not a whole lot of outliers other than those that I'm seeing. And here's our banking sector. Now, taking a look at the majors here in the U.S., kind of a mixed board. Morgan Stanley down almost 1%, while JP Morgan up almost 1%. But let's take a look at energy. This has been one of the volatile sectors, not only of this year, but the last one. BP up 1%, ExxonMobil down about 1/3%, and Chevron just up barely. Now, let's take a look at some of the EV sector news that we have for today. Tesla's up 5%, Rivian up 6%, and looks like Checkpoint up 4%. So we are seeing some movement in here. And if we check out what's happening in the, I would call this the China space. I was also looking for the ARK Invest space. We'll get to that in a second. In terms of China, we are seeing Pinduoduo. That's those shares up almost 3%. Baidu up 5%. And here's where I was going a minute before. The ARK Invest, that innovation, the disruption theme. DraftKings up 3.5%. Looks like NTLA up 4%, but seeing some red in some other areas. So all in all, kind of a mixed day here. Difficult to point to any huge underlying patterns. But as we take a look at the Dow here, just want to draw attention to some of the industrial stocks. We got Caterpillar up 1.5% and Boeing up 1%. And let's just take a 3-year view of Boeing as we head into that closing bell. There we go. Still down about 30% over that time frame.